for me, I met an elderly person long time ago when the kids were growing up who said, our kids are not our kids. They are basically, we are here to facilitate them. And I understood what he said. Unfortunately, he didn't use what he preached. Thank God I used it. So from the beginning till now, I know I don't own my kids. They are basically, I'm just facilitating to where they want to go because they are born with greatness anyway. We just need to see and get them to where they want to go. All three of them are really happy in what they're doing, in whatever programs they're doing, any business they're starting. So I like what you said. I think your mom played a very important role in that, to give you enough space for you to move around, bump yourself here and there for a while, get bruised, but come back. There's a place. This comes back to the next question I want to ask. I'm full of questions. I'm so sorry because I'm very. I like to learn. That's my nature because I believe there's a lot to learn. There are a lot of good people out there that I want to tap into and learn as much. So when it comes to this, mom is an environment, right? Did you have any other people as your fortress of support when you wanted to talk? Because I believe it's important for you to surround yourself with one, two, three, four people who are basically willing to be with you as a fortress to support your growth and able to express yourself. So my question is, did you have them, and were you able to express to them freely?
That's actually a really good question. I think mom was also that for me. But like you were also asking, like, but apart from mom, like, was there anybody else? Like maybe somebody from the industry who was more learned, more experienced, and sort of like could give like a very mentor-like advice. I think along the way, off and on, like I would have deep conversations, just like the one I'm having with you now, with random people growing up. Like we happen to sort of like, vibe and jive, doing a particular job, and in between takes or in between scenes or whatever, and then we have our conversations, and then I take from that. I share.
Can I ask you one question there?
Yes.
You said you spoke to some random people, and also, is it one of the reasons basically when you were talking to them, you felt that you were not being judged?
Maybe. But then the thing is, right? Like, growing up, being judged wasn't something that bothered me very much. Because, why? Because that the being judged part came a lot later. I'm still that very young girl who's like, hey, I don't know stuff, okay? If I don't know stuff, I'm gonna ask. My inquisitiveness is very, very high. So like you, like like I share that same approach where until the day I die, I will always want to learn. Right? That's what you believe too, right, Siva? And I believe that too. Like I'm like, from the very beginning, since the age of 11, I want to learn. I want to earn. I just want to learn and earn for survival. That kind of thing. So, having conversations with this different random people along the way, be it could have been an older actor or maybe a director, or maybe somebody of my age, but we kind of same the share or whatever. And then I learn along the way. Of course, after years and years of experience, comes a time that you feel that like, hey, like you feel somewhat. It's been years and years of experience now. There's some sense of feeling that like I think I have a fair share of knowledge here. And then you start setting expectations on yourself. Okay, so I'll try to put that into perspective. For example, after years and years and years and years of acting and all that, and then I acted in this movie, and I felt that I gave my all. Suddenly, like, apart from just, doing it for the money, just doing it, because it's just another job, it's just another job. After a while, passion sets in. I start really enjoy doing it now. I start loving the process in a different level compared to before. You start setting like an expectation on yourself already, because you all and all that, and then you want the recognition from people. You want it. You feel like, I want people to feel that I did damn well for this particular project because I gave my all for this. That was I think a new type of growth that I went through.
Did it happen recently or sometime back?
A few years back, yeah. It happened.
Few years back. So is that a craving for, I can do more, I can break my benchmark now, I can set a new high? Is that so?
I think it was a craving of wanting to be acknowledged for the hard work that you did.
Wow. This is an interesting conversation we're going to have on this. I'm going to follow on this, if you may.